Alright class, today we're going to read the book Commotion in the Ocean. And the author of the book is Giles Andre, and the illustrator of the book is David Wachowski. Before we get started, who remembers what this part of the book is called? There's two things you can call it. Yeah, the front of the book is something you can call it, but what else can you call it? The cover, good job. Now what's this part called? This is an easy question. Yeah, the back, that was an easy one, but this one's kind of more hard. What's this part of the book called? We said it the other day. Yeah, the spine, good job. So when I was in first grade, my teacher read me a book called Charlotte's Web, and she would cover up certain words, and we had to try and figure them out using context clues. So today I'm going to teach you how to use context clues to figure out words in the book. So let's get started. Commotion in the ocean. Now where do I start? Can someone show me where I start reading? Yeah, that's right, where it says theirs. Good job. There's a curious commotion at the bottom of the... Alright, I already covered up a word right here, so we're going to try and figure out what this word is. So already based on what you read, and based on the title, what do you think the word is? Turn and talk to your partner. Use the context clues of what we've already read and what we know the title is to try and figure out what this covered up word is. You can also use picture clues too. So turn and talk to your partner. Alright, now that you've talked to your partner and you figured it out using the context clues, who can tell me what that word is? What you think that word is? Yep, let's check and see. Yep, you're right. The word is ocean. And we can use the context clues because we know, based on the pictures and the illustrations, that they're under the sea, and that's like in the ocean. Also, the title of the book is Commotion in the Ocean. And another thing you can do is this book is a rhyming book. So commotion and ocean rhyme together. So that's another kind of clue we can use. Let's keep reading. I think we ought to go and take a look. You'll find every sort of creature that lives beneath the sea swimming through the pages of this book. There are dolphins, whales, and penguins. There are jellyfish and sharks. There's the turtle and the big white polar bear. But can you see behind the wrecks and in between the rocks? Let's take a look and find who's hiding there. Crab. Now, what do you notice about this book that's kind of different before you start reading the actual words that are in paragraphs? Yeah, there's kind of like titles at the top. Since it's not the big title of the book, these are called subtitles. So each little section has a subtitle, so that's kind of cool. So let's read this part. Crab. The crab likes walking sideways, and I think the reason why is to make himself look sneaky and pretend that he's a... Now, one of the context clues is that he looks sneaky, so you have to think about someone who's kind of sneaky. But it's also, we have to remember it's a rhyming book, so also try and think of a word that rhymes with why. So turn and talk with your partner. Use the context clues and the rhyming pattern and try and figure out what this word is that I covered up. Alright, can someone tell me what they think that word is or what they talked about with their partner? Yeah, I think that might be the word too because it's someone who's sneaky and it's something that rhymes with why, so let's see. Yeah, so it is spy because a spy is sneaky and the word spy rhymes with why. Alright, let's keep reading. Turtles. We crawl up the beach from the water to bury our eggs on dry land. We lay a whole batch, and then when they hatch, they scamper about in the sand. There's a lot of rhyming in this book. Dolphins. The wonderful thing about dolphins is hearing them try to speak. It's not, how do you do, as I'd say to you. It's more of, click, whistle, squeak. Angelfish. Who can tell me where we're going to start reading? Yep, at hello. And then can you point which way I read my words? Yeah, good job. Hello, I'm the angelfish, darling, the prettiest thing in the sea. What a shame there are no other creatures as gorgeous and lovely as me. Jellyfish. The jellyfish just love to jiggle, which other fish think is quite dumb. She knows that it's not all that useful, but jiggling's lots of good fun. Shark. I swim with a grin up to greet you. See how my jaw is open wide. Why don't you come a bit closer? Please take a good look inside. Listen to all that rhyming. Swordfish. Who can tell me where to start? Yep, that I. And what is the first word of a sentence? How do you start it? Good job, yes, you capitalize it. I love to chase after small fishes. It seems it keeps me from getting too bored. And then when I start feeling hungry, I skewer a few on my sword. Octopus. Who remembers what these are called? I said them earlier. It has the word title in it, but it's not like a normal title. Yep, good job. It's called a subtitle. Having 8 arms can be useful. You may think it looks a bit funny, but it helps me to hold all my children and tickle each one on the tummy. Stingray. At the bottom of the ocean, the stingray flaps his wings, but don't you get too close to him. His tail really stings. Lobster. Never shake hands with a lobster. It isn't a wise thing to do. With a clippity-clap and a snippity-snap, he would snip all your fingers in two. Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh, start paying attention to the context clues because I have a post-it note on here, so we're going to have to guess another word that we don't know. Deep sea. Miles below the surface, where the water's dark and deep, live the most amazing creatures that you could ever meet. There are fish of all descriptions, of every shape and size. Some have giant pointy. We're talking about fish, and they have something that's giant and pointy. And then when you look at some of the fish, and look at the pictures, and see what things are giant and pointy that some of these fish have. Turn and talk to your partner, and try and use the context clues. Alright, good job. Who can tell me what they think the word is? Alright, let's check and see. Yep, the word is teeth. And if you look, a lot of the fish have giant pointy teeth. Like this red one's teeth are really pointy. And then this purple one has giant teeth that are also pointy. So good job using the illustrations. They're super helpful when we have words we don't know. Alright, some have giant pointy teeth and great big bulging eyes. Some of them can walk around and balance on their fins. But the strangest fish of all have glowing whiskers on their chins. Blue whale. Alright, where are we starting to read? Can someone tell me? Yep, at theirs. And how do we start that word? With a capital letter. Good job. There's no other beast on the planet as big as the giant blue whale. He measures a massive 100 feet long from his head to the tip of his tail. Oh, down here's kind of different. Where are we going to start on this one? It kind of like curves up. Yep, we're going to start at where? And then how do we start it? With a capital. Good job. We're just a bunch of barnacles, and all we do is cling. We know it's not that glamorous, but it's our favorite thing. Ooh, this is kind of a tough word. Walruses. Our bodies are covered with blubber, and our tusks are incredibly long. We're grumpy and proud, and we bellow out loud to show that we're mighty and strong. Can someone tell me what two words in here rhyme? There's 2 different words that rhyme, 2 sets of words. Yep, proud and loud are 2 words that rhyme, and then there's 1 more set of words that rhyme. Long and strong. Good job, there's a lot of rhyming in this book. Makes it fun to read. Penguins. We waddle around on our icebergs, which makes our feet slither and slide, and when we get close to the water, we leap with a splash off the side. Polar bears. Where am I starting to read? Yep, at deep, and then let's point. Which way do we read? From what side to what side? Good job. And then when we read, do we read up and down, or do we read from the top to the bottom? Good job, top to the bottom. Deep out in the Arctic, the mommy polar bear snuggles up with all her children, since it's very cold out there. What a lot of creatures we have seen beneath the sea. What a lot of funny things they do. Some of them might lick their lips and eat you in one bite, and some might want to swim around with you. The dolphins are very friendly, and the lobsters very fierce, but the shark is the most dangerous by far. Can you name the other friends we've made along the way? See if you can tell me who they are. Who remembers what some of them are? Yep, good job, turtles, and walruses, and polar bears. Good job. Alright, so that's the end of the book. And we did so good. We learned how to use our context clues to figure out all different words in the book that we didn't know. So, Next time you're reading and you don't know a word, you can use the context clues, or if it's a rhyming book, you can use the rhyming pattern. So when you're reading, it'll really help you out.